you for being with us tonight. And I'm going to now pass to do a little bit what we call an overview demo on the software. So you can have a complete view of what is our offer for the market. So here is a quick view of our system. This is our ERP. As you can notice, it works very similar to a Windows interface where you have different these small windows that will get you into specific functions. For example, I got the sales and CRM here, and I got different functions already grouped here. I can go into the manufacturing, I can go into my finance, I can go into my supply chain. And move very easily. This works great on a tablet, on a touch screen too. And I can go even into my whole menu. So I can show you the complete solution. As you can see here, I have different companies I have set up for this example. So Epicor is multi-company. You can have different companies. Each company can have different currency and different taxing rules. I'm going to open one here, is the Caribbean, which I personalized for this example, and you can see 3 sites with Kingston, Spanish, and Portmore. I hope I say it correctly. Yeah. And I'm going to go open Kingston, and this is where I prepare the whole menu. So we have a sales management menu, and this model will have our CRM, or customer relationship management. We have a case management for services. You will set up a case when a customer calls you for something, a problem that you're having, or maybe an internal call from somebody that's having a problem. We have a demand management, an estimating management, order management, and configurator management. All of these will help you in order to get sales through the company. Now we have service management. This one will include maintenance. We can do preventive maintenance, corrective maintenance. We have project management, and we have field service too. Now we have another model is the production management, where we have jobs, scheduling, engineering, material requirement planning, or better known as MRP, data collection, and quality assurance. All the quality model is here. We comply with 9000 ISO 9000 standards. We have the material management, where we have inventories, shipping and receiving, advanced material, purchasing, purchase contracts, data collections, and supplier relationship management. Supplier relationship management is a model very similar to CRM, but instead of being focused, of course, on customers, this one is focused on suppliers, and it's constantly evaluating the performance of our suppliers. That's very important too. Now, and finally, what I call the backbone of the system is the financial side, because everything is going to happen on all of the other models will have a financial impact. In the different models, we have asset management, we have accounts receivable, accounts payable, currency management, cash management, and general ledger, and other things that I'm going to tell you a little bit more. Now, I want to show you a very quick navigation through the system. And I'm going to go directly to my executive, and my tracker. Trackers are different windows that will let me go into the system in a single view. I can get the complete information. For example, I got a customer tracker. So very quickly, I can go in here and view all the information of a customer. What is he bought? What is their latest orders? So I'm gonna put a customer name, and for example, it automatically pops something that makes sense to the information I'm typing, and I have the complete information here. As you can see, we have their address, we have the salesperson here, We have their phone numbers, emails, websites, all the general information. And on the top, you can see different areas that we can work. And all of these are related to, all of these tabs are related to this customer. So for example, I want to see the contacts. And here is the list of contacts: Mr. Andrew, Leonie Smith, and other person and their functions. Maybe I want to see the CRM calls. What calls have we received from this customer? So I'm going to retrieve them. Here are the dates, who have the call, with who they spoke, and here are the different descriptions of the call about. I'm going to see on a summarized way, so I can see on certain day they called and they were asking for an invoice, they were looking for some other thing, and at the end they place an order. The order is the 5142. So this is a nice way I can do follow-ups with my CRM system. Very nice. Now, just like to show you, for example, this is my order. What are the orders that this customer had placed? And these are my open orders. And you can see that Epicor is very flexible. I'm going to move a couple of columns here to personalize the report the way I like it to see. I don't have to call the IT department to help me to design my report or my view, because I can put it the way I like. Maybe I want to sort this way, or maybe I want to sort it by description, yeah? Or maybe I want to add a filter. So I do a right click, and I'm going to put here what it says, show grid filters. And this should be similar for you. This is familiar. This is like Excel, as you can see here. So for example, I want to filter this information by my product DCD300 OR. So these are all the sales order I have received from this customer of this product, yeah? So it's an easy way to work. All the information I can get to. Or maybe I want to do something, another thing. For example, I'm going to do like a group by. Let me remove the filters. And I'm going to do like a dynamic table inside of my ERP, okay? So I'm going to group by parts, and here are all the products I already sold to this customer. And I'm going to open again the DCD300. Maybe a customer calls me and say, hey, Pedro, I placed an order, 1,000 pieces of DCD300, but I haven't received them. Can you help me with that? Where are they? So I can, in this case, I'm grouping by part, and I found 1,000 pieces here. So here is the order. Actually, the order 50 and 16. So if I want to see the detail of this order, I'm going to drill down. I'm going to do a right click, and I'll say the system open with. I want to go to the sales order tracker. So this, what it's going to do is, it's going to drill down to the detail of this order. I want to know, where is it? What happened? Did we ship it? Do we still have it here on our plant? So here's the information. This is the order. This is customer. And we have actually the DC300 OR. It's already shipped because it says close. For me, close in my system means that the order was already shipped and it was already invoiced. We have another product that it says open. So this one is not yet shipped. It's still in my plant. Okay, maybe customers want to know a little bit about, okay, if you already shipped, when did you ship it? So I'm going to go to the shipment part. I'm going to retrieve, and it says, okay, it was on the package 117. So on the detail, I'm going to do a right click, and I say again, bring me the detail of this customer shipment. Now you can see we're going to open it, and we can see that this was already shipped on certain date to certain address, and the product was shipped with 1,000 pieces. And here is the tracking number from my, in this case was by Federal Express. So I have an easy view of the information with just right clicks. I'm going to the detail. Just show me the details. I don't have to go navigate through the whole menu. Just asking the system, give me the detail. And it's very easy to, as you can see. Maybe I want to see the invoice. Here are the invoice, and the invoice number is coming through. This invoice is the invoice 125. Here we have. Maybe I want to see a little bit about this invoice, so I'm going to open it with the invoice tracker. and the system is going to go directly to the accounts receivable module. You know, you see how I can travel from one model to another without going to the menu? That's what we call easy of use or easy to navigate through the system. Very easy to use, okay? Now I see this invoice exactly is the customer. We have the product, the accounts, and the amount is 20,800, okay? Maybe I want to go into the general ledger transactions. What accounts were actually involved in this transaction? So I see the accounts, well, 110000, it's accounts receivable. We have a debit, and then we have 10010, we have a credit. So it's a balance. So as you can see, from a customer call, I was able to drill down until the accounting very easily. What was the accounting transactions we have with this cell? So this is part of to show you how the system works. Very easy to navigate through the system, as you were doing right now. And the right click is actually in all part of the system. Wherever you are, you can ask the system whatever. Of course, you have to have the correct permission to go this right click and to go into those modules. So, for example, if I'm here and I want to, the customer asks me a quick question. Hey, Pedro, how many inventory do you have from this product, the DC300 OR? Usually, you will have to get out of here, run a report of inventory, and wait the results. In this case, you only have to do a right click, open, and you will go to let's say, give me the report of part on hand status. This is the report of inventory of this product. So automatically it runs, and now I can see I have more like 6,856 pieces in this bin, 010103. This is the location, and we'll have another location that I have 10 pieces. I'm gonna do, I wanna have the sum to have the totals here. So I have in total this amount. So it's very easy to run reports, just right-clicking over what you want to see and ask the system to give you detail, as you can see. Of course, there's always the question, and I don't know why, everybody wants to, can I take this to Excel? And the answer is yes. You can always select and copy to Excel, and the system will automatically send it to Excel. But the idea of our ERP is try to stay away from Excel. Excel is a really good tool. It can help you a lot, and I have seen incredible things that people have done with Excel. But when we start working with Excel, we are starting to create different information islands. So we'll have different islands, and on time when you go on, and when you are with the C-level, with the director or with the owners, and when they call you and say, hey, give me the report of the sales of the company of last month, and you will run it on a system, and the president of the company or the director will say, I don't believe you. I only believe the secret Excel spreadsheet that this person have it in his machine. Or maybe that doesn't happen here, no? Sometimes, well, that happens because you are creating different informations, different areas, different islands, different databases, because that happens. So the idea is try to use all the tools inside the system to avoid to create these different databases or different islands of information islands, okay? So I'm gonna get out of here, and I want to show you a couple of other tools that we have, nice to have here. I'm going to go back into my initial menu, that is here, and I'm going to show you right here, I have a search tool that I can go through the menu, whatever I want to search here. I can ask the system, for example, invoice. Then I got accounts payable, invoice, account receivable. It will bring you the details, even the reports. So it's very easy to navigate or to look for information. if you don't remember where is the exact menu that you are looking for, okay? But maybe this is not too easy that you were expecting. And you will ask me, Pedro, how can I make it even more easy to look for some information in the system? Well, I'm going to show you what we call the enterprise search. Enterprise search is something that I like to call like our own proprietary Google inside of our ERP. Everybody has used Google on a search? Yes, of course. Everybody has used it. So what happens on a Google? You will ask anything, and they will give you give you back information depending on the number of hits, the number of what you are looking for. So that's the same situation inside of Epicor. For example, a customer calls me. He wants to know. He wants a copy of an invoice, for example. So let me say I'm going to put the name of the customer, Addison, and I'm going to do a search. So the Google will go through the database and will bring everything related to Addison. And here I have a bunch of information of Addison, but on my right-hand side, I have different filters. So you say, okay, maybe he's asking me for invoices, and you can see if it's a bigger word, it's because they have more transactions of invoices, a much later on orders, a little bit of shipments. So I'm going to go into invoices, and these are all the invoices. But maybe he say, no, I need a copy of my invoice. It's the 125. And I'm going to do a search here. And here is the invoice. And I'm going to do a click in there, just like in Google. And it will get me into the system, into accounts receivable directly where the invoice is located. Did you see that? Do you think it's easy? Everybody has used Google, so Google it, what you are looking for. Okay? Easy of use. Okay? Good. So very nice to see this. This is part of our technology. Now, I want to come back here and show you something that a lot of customers or prospects ask me. And they say, Pedro, I need a system with alarms. When something happens, the system should trigger me an alarm asking me that I should approve something. Maybe a budget, somebody have changed something, maybe a big discount, maybe a change in our, something that we are manufacturing and our estimated date to give it to the customer have changed, so I have to get an alarm with that. So I'm going to show you an example how we can do this. I'm going to go into my order entry. This is a sales example, but this actually is available in the whole system. And this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a new sales order. Let's say that our customer, Addison, is calling us, and she say, hey, Pedro, I'm going to place an order. Take my purchase order number. It's going to be 223344, and I need it for tomorrow. You say, okay, Mr. Customer, what would you like me to ship you in this order? And he will say, well, I like one of your products, the DCD, and maybe he doesn't remember the name, or you don't remember. You will always have this help. When you find this arrow, you should place there, and it will give you what will related of what you are typing. For example, this is the DCD. You will ask the customer, do you mean the 300, the 500? I say, no, the 300. Okay. How many pieces would you like of this product? Well, let's say he wants 50 pieces. And there you go. So we're going to say this is the order. It will automatically calculate the price based on a price list. Here it is. And now I have a rule, a business rule that I implemented in this part. And this is a business rule that calculates the margin, and depending on the policy of this company, it will approve or not approve a discount depending on the amount. So let's say I'm going to give him 5% discount. So I'm going to save it. And this is a discount that the system say, okay, you are good to go. You can do this discount because it's not too much. So that's okay. It's an easy way to show you a discount with no problem. But what about if I want to give a little bit more discount? I'm going to do a 12% discount. And the first thing that you notice is the change of colors. We have a yellow. And that yellow represents something like, okay, you are giving too much discount. You still can do that amount of discount because you're still on margin, but you better watch out, okay? So that's okay. Now, what about if he's very friend of mine, this customer, and I want to give him a higher discount? Let's say 30% discount. And then I got a different alarm here. It says, sales discount too high. Are you sure? And this is what we call on the Six Sigma, something that's pokey yoke, that will help you ensure you are actually sure that you are doing it correctly. Maybe you might mistype something, so the system is asking you, are you sure of this? So I have to do an okay, because yes, I'm sure, I want to do this discount. So if I save this, system will automatically say, hey, your discount will require an approval. Please enter the discount reason, and it should be good. So let's say that this is because I want to make quota. Help. So he says I have to get to a sales quota. I got to meet this sales quota. And please, Mr. Sales Manager or Sales Director or whoever can approve this, help me to approve this order. So I'm going to place this one. And okay, there it went. And it says the order 5584 is already submitted, but we should wait for approval. Meanwhile, this order is on hold. On hold, it means that we cannot ship it, we cannot invoice it, we cannot even compromise inventory. We need to get that approval first. So this is a rule that is happening in the system while you were capturing a sales order. Now, here is where I get the alert or the alarm, because on the next step, normally what will happen? You will call your manager, oh, can you approve me this? Well, what happens if the manager is outside of the company? He's with a customer talking, or maybe he's very busy closing a deal or something like that. We don't know. But everybody now is with the technology that we have these days. Everybody has a mobile phone and can get an email. So let's say I'm that manager. I'm going to open this, and I can see I just get an email here. And it says here, the order arrived. We have an order, and we have above of 25%. And it says here, 30% discount. Want to make quota, help. That's what we wrote right here. And it says, if you want to approve, just type approve. So the manager will take his time. He has a link here. He can open the link and see the order. He can see maybe a report or something. But let's make it quick and easy. He's going to reply, and he's going to say approve. Okay, he's going to approve this discount. But maybe 30% is too much. He will approve something a little bit lower. So let's try to type a different number here. Instead of 30, tell me a number. What we are going to approve? Not 30, something less, whatever. 29? Wow, too much, very low. Okay, let's do 29. She's going to approve 29 only, not 30. Okay, good. So I'm going to send this information, and that's all. Email comes back to the ERP. Of course, Epicor will check that the email address has the permission for this approval. It's not so simple. There are a couple of rules that have to comply. I'm going to close here. I'm going to synchronize just to be sure that email has gone. I'm going to go back to my order. An email we get to the salesperson will receive an email, and he will say, your order was approved, please continue. So it's going to come here. I'm going to update or refresh here. And once I update, the on hold is gone and it's changed to 29, okay? So it's a very easy, quick way to show you an alarm and an approval in the system. And this is a sales example, okay? But this is in the whole system, so you can imagine where do you want to put these type of things. For example, as I was telling you, maybe when you are purchasing something and you need an approval because it's out of the budget, okay? Or maybe if you are going to change the delivery date for the customer, the salesperson should get notice about this. So that type of things are configuration that we have to do because every company has different rules, and we have to sit with you, understand that rules, and make it work, implement it for you. Now, only one comment. Don't try to put alarms and authorizations on everything, because we already have customer that was so happy with this that he started putting alarms and authorization process on every single part of his process. And at the end, he called us that, hey, this system doesn't work. No, it did work. It worked so well that now you're asking authorization for every step, and that's not correct. So you have to find where is the best part that you actually want to control, okay? Well, here's another example I want to show you about things we do in the system. I'm gonna bring up my email. And because this works from my iPhone too, or for my Android, or whatever system you are using. But now everybody is on the streets and can do some technological consultations. For example, I'm with a customer, and the customer on site said me, hey, Pedro, I want to buy you some products. How many do you have available in your inventory right now? I want to see. So maybe I can navigate into my system, or maybe I can call to check the inventory, but I can send an email to ask for a report to Epicor. So I'm going to create a quick email, a new email. I'm going to email Epicor info. Here you see, and in the subject are the instructions of this report. I'm going to say inventory for a part number. My part is 1032 by 100. And I'm going to send this request to Epicor info. Epicor info is my mobile report inside Epicor that will catch this email, will read the subject. He knows he has to process a report. He will get the inventory report, put it back in an email, and send it back to me. So I'm going to synchronize to receive the email, send and receive, and here it is. It shows arrive. Inventory levels, and here we have. And we have on the main location 10,060, in other location 1,000, and the other we have 0. So I have right now the inventory levels when I just shoot an email, as quickly as that. Again, these are configuration rules that we have to put into the system, so the system can work this way, and we will work with you to generate what reports you are interested. Again, don't try to put 10,000 reports with this because it's too heavy for the system, but at least you could have the 10 more common reports. You can put it this way, or the 20 or the 50 more common reports that people can access this way and start asking to the system this way. Very easy. So one other thing I want to show you, I'm going to generate another email. I'm going to write an email to a customer that I want to bring some information into this email from my ERP directly. Let's say I want to send him open invoices. So this person hasn't paid me some invoices, and I'm going to send the email what invoices they are still open and he has to pay me. So I'm going to put the name of the customer, Addison. I'm going to select this name, and I'm going to do a quick shortcut here that's Control and Tab, And this will automatically send my enterprise search, yes, or my Google search with the answer or with the name I already put here. It's Addison, so I'm going to say, okay, invoices. I want to put it on a table. I want to insert this table to send it by email to my customer. And it will take a little bit of time because it's formatting and it's generating. Just hold on a second. Okay, there you go. And there's the report. So very easy. Just put the name. I want the invoices, and he copy and paste me the invoices report. I didn't have to send it to Excel and put it into the different tables. No, easy. Just quickly copy and paste. Very easy to use, okay? That's the idea here. Good. Now, there's something else I want to show you here, just to finish my presentation, and it's part of our human resources solution. That's very nice too. It's a web-based solution, and as you can see, we have in this case, I'm signed on as a manager. The name of the manager is Kenneth, and I can open here to see my people inside the system. This will automatically generate the rest of the people, and I can see my information. For example, what task do I have today to do? Nothing yet. My to-do list, my favorite things. And here I have, for example, my managers who report to me, and inside the managers, there are people who report to them, okay? And maybe this is my employee self-service area. It says, okay, you got a request of routing. I will say no right now. And for example, employee self-service. I have some information about the company, who was the employee of the month, what is coming soon, some general information, some news of the company, yes. I can see, for example, on the lower side of my tab, this is the news, this is the company, let's say the different names of the company, my information, if I want to change my address, my phone, my emergency contacts, here's all the information, okay. If I want to check my benefits, here are how much they are paying me, my plan, my compensation, my medical information, maybe my absence. I was sick, I was on vacation, personal time off, yeah. Maybe I want to request some vacation, so I can request time off. Or maybe my wife is going to be pregnant, and maybe I want to, in the future, forecast an absence I'm going to have, maybe, or something like that. Or I can go into check my time, if I'm reporting time, my job and pay. This is all the way the company I work for was, first was a controller, then an accounting manager, how much I was earning, sorry, the other way around, accounting and then controller, and my salary was moving up. My development plan, so I have some performance reviews, and at the same time, I have some goals and how good I'm on my goals. I'm already working on them or not. Here is my performance reviews and some other information I can have about that. Training, my training catalog, if I want to get training something and how I'm doing in that part. Training program, course enrollment. I already enrolled in these courses, in these trainings. And if I have a training program, I will see it here. My training, here are my trainings I'm having. My qualifications, and I'm competencies, my formal education, my certifications, my whatever you want to put here. My leave absence, paternity leaves. And I can see people, I can do setups, I can do lots of reports, I'll have a lot of utilities for programs, plans. There's a very big, very complete human resources solution, okay? So I'm gonna leave it until here because I can have a whole day presenting this, really. And the idea is just to show you in a little bit way how does the system looks, what it can do, how easy it is to work, and the different models we have. So until this part, I'm gonna finish my part with this, and Jennifer, I don't know if you want to say something else. Oh, yeah, we can do, yeah, we have a solution, really nice, the Excel Connect. Let me bring it that too. Thank you for remembering me that. Let me open the Excel. Have the Excel Connect here. Let's give it some minutes just to get the information here. Okay, here it is. So we have this nice report for financial things, okay? And I'm gonna get here template. I'm gonna put it right here and just let me put my functions. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. There you go. Okay. It will run a report directly. It's calculating here. It takes a little bit of time. But what we are doing is that we have a set of important functions. Remember, Excel works with functions. Have you seen the functions like sum, average, more, less, etc.? Well, we have developed these functions inside Epicor with Excel Connect. And as you can see, Epicor 10, general ledger, year to date, net value, and he's putting over here the data. So these functions will connect directly to the database and will create these very nice reports that you can see in this case. For example, you can see a cash flow year to date with all the information, and actually behind this there are the formulas that are directly being taking the information from the database, Epicor database, okay? Very nice and very easy to work. Let me see if I can get more templates to work to show you. This one for demo, for example. Let me open a new one. And this one for demo will show everything. Hold on a second. It will bring a lot of reports on a single view. Every single report is now linked to the database. Here it is. So you can see here, for example, consolidated executive dashboard. We have total sales, total income, expense analysis, currents. This is the dashboard. Now let's see the trends. Here are the different trends. Yeah. This is the company. This is the year, location, department, and this is the period. And this is my sales from the machining, the configure, field service, all different information. Now, as this is Excel, we can select this part and just roll it a little bit. This will be the month 11 and the month 12. Okay, and as it's reading, the information directly for the database, this is month 10, now we have 11, 12, and we can continue the other months. Okay, so it's very easy to configure your report. Let's see a 12 months rolling. This is where we are rolling. Yeah. Maybe I want to see the information of the other company. This is Epicor 3. Let's see. Epicor 6. Let's go for Epicor 3, and it will update the information. Maybe I want to see another year. What happened in 2011, for example, and it will update the information because it's related directly to the ERP. Rolling forecasts. Budget versus actuals. This is very common. Budget, actual, variance, months to date and year to date. And okay, we can change the company, or we can change the current year or period or whatever you want to see, and that will update the information. And so on. We have a lot of reports here, cash flow, balance, and all of these reports are actually, as I told you, getting the information directly from the database. They are live information, so if somebody is doing a transaction, that will automatically update the report. Okay? Anyway, well, this is a quick example of what Epicor does, the nice things you can do. And as a final thing, well, I'll be open to questions. I know somebody would like to ask some questions.